Bartholomew Town is brought to you in part by the University of Rhode Island Online, Navigant Credit Union, the Audubon Society of Rhode Island, Newport Film, and Half Street Group.
Bartholomew Town.
All right, it is Financial Wellbeing presented by Navigant Credit Union. Every month here on the podcast, we go inside key issues that will help impact your overall well-being by addressing your financial well-being. And again, presented by Navigant Credit Union. Visit navigantcu.org. Today, we're talking about something that is really as relevant as can be, and that's home ownership, particularly for first-time home buyers. And I guess before we get going, Dave, if you want to introduce yourself and explain what you do and what Navigant does to help support first-time home buyers and everyone who's on your own home ownership journey.
Yeah, thanks, Bill, for having me. I think it's been a little bit over a year since the last time we had a conversation, so I appreciate the opportunity coming back. Just a little bit about myself. I've been with the credit union since 2010. I'm coming up on my 15-year anniversary, so I'm very excited about that. And my role right now is Chief Lending Officer, and I've been in this role for about 4 years. I oversee the management of a multi-billion-dollar portfolio, including leading teams across our residential, commercial lending, cash management, indirect and consumer lending, as well as our asset management, other known as collections department. Mm-hmm. Just to give you some background about Navigant, we've been around since 1915. We originally were named Credit Union Central Falls, for those listeners out there that don't know about our real true roots. But been around almost 115 years. We're headquartered in Smithfield, Rhode Island, operating assets over $3.8 billion, and we're serving over 155,000 valued members. And we're doing this while managing 26 physical branch locations across Rhode Island. Most importantly to us, our overarching mission is to improve the financial well-being of the families, businesses, and communities we serve. And we achieve this through our personalized banking services, community involvement, and offering solutions that help our members manage their finances.
Well, let's talk about first-time home buyers in particular, and why is that such a priority for Navigant? You've become a community pillar in this space. What is it that sets you apart, and why do you focus on this area?
Oh yeah, this is a great question. So homeownership it's not a goal. It's really a crucial step towards achieving long-term financial stability, and we are wholeheartedly committed to guiding our members through this transformative journey. Let's face it, buying a home is a significant milestone and a major financial commitment, and it involves not only acquiring a property, but also finding the right financial solution that aligns with your goals and prepares you for long-term success. To explain why this is a priority for me, homeownership is a key component of our mission. By facilitating homeownership, we reinforce the communities we serve by promoting long-term residency and investment in strengthening neighborhoods, Bill.
So when someone's making that decision between renting and buying, it's a huge decision, of course, obviously, no matter what environment you're in, especially in this environment right now. For those that are leaning towards buying, what specific factors should they consider, and how do you at the credit union help make home ownership more accessible, especially for people who are buying their first home?
Yeah, well, when deciding between buying and renting, it really comes down to one word in my eyes. It's commitment. It's important to think about your long-term goals and your current lifestyle. With renting, it provides flexibility, making it ideal if your job or personal circumstances may change in the future. On the other hand, buying a home is a long-term commitment that comes with upfront costs, maintenance expenses, and you're going to have a down payment. You're going to have to pay property taxes and homeowners insurance. This sounds scary, but homeownership is certainly a great investment, both financially and for creating stability. So to make home ownership more accessible, Navigant offers valuable home buying programs. One in particular, our first-time home buyer program, which offers some reduced rates and low down payment options. This program can help make the home buying process more affordable for those ready to take that commitment.
So how does someone know when they're ready? What are some of the key factors in that regard?
Yeah, to find out if you're ready to buy a home, you got to start talking to an expert, and do this before you find an actual home. Our experts will dive into your financial health and credit profile, and do this early as it educates you as to what you can afford based on the income you have, how your credit score impacts the interest rate that you receive. It determine your down payment after assessing your assets, and educate you about the different loan options, for example, fixed versus adjustable, and really level set and establish expectations of the entire mortgage loan journey. I know our team wants you to know everything about the home buying process, and this will be the most important first major investment of your life, and it is so important that you're educated in what to expect.
Speaking of that, I think there's a lot of people who know this, and there's plenty of people who don't. What are the differences between a fixed rate and an adjustable rate mortgage?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is on the surface. You know, a fixed rate is a mortgage that keeps the same interest rate for the life of the loan, making payments really predictable. And an adjustable rate mortgage starts with a lower rate and a fixed payment for a set period of time. Then it adjusts to a determined index plus a margin rate for the life of the loan. There are pros and cons to that type of mortgage. Personally, I prefer the peace of mind and predictability, and the best option for me is a fixed rate.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's get a little deeper on that aspect of things, understanding loan options and terms. Interest rates, how do they impact the overall affordability of a property, and how can Navigant help assist their members in choosing the best options for their long-term financial health?
Sure. Interest rates, they determine how much you'll pay over the life of the loan. A lower rate means lower monthly payments and less total interest. Lower terms also impact affordability. For example, 30-year loans have a lower monthly payment but more total interest, where a 15-year loan have higher monthly payments but saves you on interest on the long run. Our priority and goal is to help our members access and leverage affordable options that get them into their dream homes.
Mm-hmm. And with that comes, obviously, a lot of people thinking about getting into the game. And with that comes the conversation about pre-approvals and choosing the right lender. How does Navigant help make that process easier for home buyers? Getting pre-approval is something that in this competitive environment, seemingly more and more competitive as inventory is, there's things being built. We see a lot of initiatives from the State House. We see a lot of initiatives in the private sector to try to get things done, but it's competitive. Pre-approval can really help position someone in an advantage, to have an advantage.
Yeah, it is super competitive out there with inventory, like you said, being so low at the moment. I think I get a report that there was only a supply of 790 single-family homes in Rhode Island, wow, compared to pre-pandemic numbers at a supply of 3,000. Mm-hmm. So you can sense that difference right there. But pre-approvals are key. They really determines your price range, your monthly payments, also provide you a competitive edge when negotiating with sellers. Pre-approvals show you that you are a serious buyer. And if you want to make an offer on a home, sellers and real estate agents require them. So to answer, how does Navigant make this process easier? We offer personalized support guiding you every step of the way, from application to closing, to ensure you feel informed and confident throughout the process.
Mm-hmm. All right, what about refinancing? People who already own property, they may want to consider it, and what should they keep in mind?
Yeah, refinancing's not about securing a low interest rate all the time. It can also help reduce your monthly payments, shorten your loan term, free up funds for renovations, college tuition, and other financial goals. Another common refinancing option includes switching from an adjustable rate to a fixed rate mortgage. And refinancing is traditionally a simple process, and our loan experts can walk you through all the important steps of determining which mortgage best fits your needs.
All right. So now as we wrap here, you, from the mighty position of expertise that you have and from somebody who understands this community inside and out, what's your advice to somebody out there right now who's listening and they're thinking, man, I want to stay in Rhode Island. I want to stay in the area. It's a competitive environment. I don't feel necessarily like I'm on the surface level, I'm the textbook home buyer, first-time home buyer right now in this moment, or somebody out there who's looking at it from the standpoint of maybe I should refinance, or maybe I should move to downsize or upsize. Anybody who's looking to get into the game right now, your expertise, you say to that person what?
I'll just say this: whether you're embarking on your journey of buying your first home, refinancing, or exploring your financial options, it is essential to thoughtfully evaluate your goals. At Navigant, we are so dedicated to empowering you with the support and resources necessary to make informed and confident decisions. So don't hesitate to reach out to our team today. We can start that important conversation and discover the right journey for you.
NavigantCU.org is the place to start. And Navigant is, we're proud to partner with Navigant here on Bartholomew Town because you're a community pillar and you super serve this community. And by the way, I've been saying it to people as well. You want to get out of the big bank environment. Keep your money at home. Keep it in a membership-oriented place. Navigant's just that. It's a practical way to actually take steps towards building the type of world that a lot of us want to see. Dave, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you so much for the opportunity again, Bill. Have a great day.
Hey, thanks for stopping by Bartholomew Town. For more content, follow me on Instagram @BillBartholomew.